How y'all doing? Thank you for stopping by and tuning in as always. So, yeah, it's a beautiful day, somewhat. It's real cool here in North Carolina. As you can see right behind me, uh, this is car I'm driving, this rental vehicle. Um, it goes back the following day, Monday. Or whenever, as far as the upload this video, because I got other videos I'm still editing or to edit and then upload aircraft reviews and um, reactions and stuff. But I figured, hey, why not for the first time do a review on a car? Yeah, I said car. Um, I was gonna say the not it being my first time review on a car, but as far as on a car in regards to how to operate a certain system, Bluetooth or what have you. My mother Sonata to be exact at the time. So, but this here is a Chevrolet, aka Chevy for short, Spark. I've driven this before, just a different color to park next to this one here, from Enterprise. I don't know what year this is, um, but I just thought I'd do something different. So, all right, let's get down to it. Okay, so we'll probably do a separate video on this. I mean, as far as the voiceover, because it ain't much really to go on. So, police passing by, but it's not really much to go on. I would have done a review on this the day before, but I was out running an errand and doing DoorDash, which I'm gonna do as soon as I get off doing this video. So, but as you can see, this is the front of it. The last one I had, like I said, was blue, and I showed as far as featured that. And when I went to the grand opening for Blue Line, Johnston Regional, so I'm in Selma, North Carolina right now, Johnson County. That's I-95 over there. So this is very much secluded area I can get away from nosy folks. But all in all, just let y'all know this is my own video. This time I'm not using anybody else's as far as on the internet. But I will as far as pull up the information via Google and Wikipedia and get a voiceover on performance, stats, and how much this will cost you as far as for a rental goes. If you wanted to own one of these things, I'm just right now giving you the 360 view of the exterior. See there, Spark LT. Yeah, I repeat, this is not my vehicle. I just rent, but F it. It's something just to drive at the end of the day. It is a subcompact car, like a version of a Mini Cooper. So, obviously that's the antenna up top. And now this is the driver's side. Key is in my hoodie pocket. So, these tires. So, it's like, yeah, you're doing, like if you're doing a pre-trip inspection or such and such. So, yeah. Like I said, I can't say much about. I mean, again, it's just like a Mini Cooper, like a Fiat, any type of compact car like this, like a bug smasher, you know, like a Volkswagen Beetle. Like they all fit into these categories. Give you one more 360. Ooh, excuse me. Angle around, degree angle around. Oh, well, yeah, if you notice, the fuel tank is on the passenger side. I noticed that driving the blue one. It's on the passenger side. And not most of all vehicles, four-wheelers, for it to be on the passenger side. It's always usually on the driver's side. But for tractor trailers like these over there and over there, you got 2 fuel tanks. And on airplanes, you got 2 fuel tanks, both on each wing, and in the tractor, both on each side of your rear side of the cab. So, yeah. So, let's see, open the back. Back seat. I've never sat back there, but me being on the taller side, as Mike Ojo would say, I'm 6'3", he's 5'10". For him, if this was him doing this report, if he was standing right here with me, he would have no problem being back here. But for me, yeah. Well, as far as, you know, adjusting your seat, mine is always adjusted to the back on any vehicle as well, as far as four-wheeler that I drive, because like I said, my legs are long. So but that's the trunk back here. Not much room or space to put anything in here but some lighter stuff. That's all I can say, unless this thing can go forward, which, yep, it can. They can go forward to put more space in. Okay, more baggage. Cool. That goes for both. But you gotta push this back in, or it doesn't lock in place. Yeah, it's supposed to lock in place, but this one isn't. It's supposed to. Alright, I stopped doing brakes or something, but that one locked in place. Yeah, so more room for us putting some stuff in, but you had to push the back seats up in order to do that. You notice a cup holder is in there. In the back, only one cup holder. So I'm now getting in, but I'm behind the driver's seat instead of the passenger seat. But see what I'm saying? This is all the space that I have. All the space that I have. Yeah, turn the camera around, but I'm sitting clearly. So do you see that? You see how much space? Really, the hardly to little any space that I have in here. Like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So again, back here, see, that's not popping in place. That piece over there for the seat. Try to, yeah. So, because it's pushed all the way back, unless something is in the way. You see it go like the seatbelt thing in the way. Shouldn't be. I don't know. Okay, now let's try it up. There you go. It locked in place. Then, because the seatbelt thing was in the way. So yeah, you just push those up. If you've got nobody sitting back here to put more, or maybe it wasn't the way, I don't know. It had to be. But yeah, to put some more space or luggage back there. So let me get out of the back seat and get back up front. again, you're doing this like how Mike Elder does, or did it, his Sling TSI unboxing video. So now I'm sitting in the front seat. Again, that's all back there. There goes the wire punch down there. My charging cords and everything. All my stuff is geared up. So I'm just getting ready to take off, but then I'll show y'all now. I mean, well, as far as closing out of me talking on camera, but the dash panel engages. All right. Okay, so this is now this is already zoomed out. Look like it's zoomed in all the way, but that's your panel. Automatic stick shift, my phone. You got additional charging stations, one cigarette lighter outlet there, and the 2 input ports next to it. Like I said, automatic shifter, your emergency brake or your hand brake, glove box, vents. Again, just a standard car, standard model. It also has Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. I'm not doing videos on those, but like I said, I just wanted to just give y'all it's not on all the way, it's just halfway, but that's how the paneling looks lit up. This is, I guess, considered glass panel, not like steam gauge. I'm trying not to get it confused with airplanes, but hey, start up 62 degrees, 70-25 right now. The sun has just set. Okay, starts her up. And as I said on my Instagram the day before, that's your miles per gallon at the top or below park. 229 miles to the gallon. That's how much fuel's up. Basically, I guess this takes 15 gallons. I guess like most four-wheelers, 15 to 20 gallons. Tractor trailers take way more gallons of that because they have double tanks, like I said earlier. So yeah, that's it. Hold this window back down to get some air. Lights are already set to auto when I first got it, so when I go return this, so yeah, y'all, that's that's it. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and now do a voiceover over all of this. As of all of this footage here will just be a replay while I'm talking as on a voiceover. We'll just go from there. So all right, see y'all then. Oh, and I didn't realize that that I had powered this off last night, the power button, but those are all your settings and everything. I'm about to put it on phone. Well, does the phone say blue? No, that's separate back home or just audio there for Bluetooth. So there you go. Alrighty, so now voiceover time. So I assume this is a 2020 year model, so I'm gonna go off that. That the Chevrolet Spark is a city car manufactured by General Motors, subsidiary GM Korea, currently in its 4th generation. The vehicle was initially developed by Daewoo, Daewoo, and was introduced in 1998 as the Daewoo Matiz, Korean Matiz. In 2002, General Motors purchased Daewoo Motors, which had the vehicle being marketed with several GM marquees and nameplates. Manufactured Daewoo Motors from 1998 to 2002.
GM Daewoo 2002 to 2011, GM Korea 2011 to 2022. As of this year, production 1998 till as of this year. Body and chassis class City Car A, so it is a subcompact car. Body style 5-door hatchback. Layout front engine, front wheel drive. Chronology, its predecessor date was Tico. The third generation was predominantly marketed under its Chevrolet brand, including in North America as the Chevrolet Spark and in Australia and New Zealand as the Holden Spark Arena. The fourth generation was launched in 2015 and also known as the Holden Spark in Australia and New Zealand. It also serves as the basis for the Opel Karl in Europe, Vauxhall Viva in the UK, and VinFast Fadil in Vietnam, the latter being manufactured under license, a limited production all-electric version. The Chevrolet Spark EV was released in the U.S. In selected markets, was released in the U.S. in selected markets in California and Oregon in June 2013. The Spark EV was the first all-electric passenger car marketed by General Motors since the EV1 was discontinued in 1999 and the first ever offered for retail sale by GM. The EV1 was available only on lease. In the South Korean market, the Spark complies with South Korean light car, Korean romanized. GYONGCHA regulations which regulate overall vehicle dimensions and engine capacity with tax and parking fee benefits. The Spark will be discontinued after this year, 2022. And no wonder then. First generation M100, M150 in 1998. First generation M100, M150. There's production, all that stuff. This generations after generations after generations. Second generation M200, M250, 2005. Third generation M300, 2009. Fourth generation M400, 2015. Discontinuation. Chevrolet plans to discontinue the Spark in North America after the 2020 model year with production ending in August. The Chevrolet Spark was the United States and Canada's least expensive car on sale. Chevrolet's next least expensive car at the time of this continuation is the Trax, which in the US is almost $8,000 more than the base Spark LS. Production for South Korea is scheduled to cease in October 2022. Global marketing and manufacturing. Asia and India, it was launched in 1999 as the Daewoo Maltese. In 2007, General Motors India launched the Chevrolet M3X concept based third generation as the Chevrolet Spark. In Japan, the Maltese was sold under the GM Daewoo brand through the Guinness Company Ltd dealership network, but was considered a compact car due to the length, width, and engine displacement. Exceeding the key car regulations in the Philippines, the Maltese was available during the years 1999 to 2000. Through the gray market in 2007, it was released under the name Chevrolet Spark. In Pakistan, the car was initially introduced as Chevrolet exclusive in 2003. In 2005-2009, it was manufactured by Nexus Automotive, importers and assemblers of General Motors Korea and Daewoo vehicles in Pakistan under the name Chevrolet Joy, which has now been replaced by the newer M200 series and is currently sold as the Chevrolet Spark. In Taiwan, the Maltese was sold under the Formosa brand between 2001 and 2009. Europe, From 1998 until 2004, the Matisse was sold in Europe under the Daewoo badge. In 2004, it took the Chevrolet Marquis as well as the other South Korean models of General Motors, such as the Lacetti and Kalos, Kalos. Since 2000, CKD kits have been supplied to Daewoo Auto, FSO, and Roade to be built and sold in Uzbekistan, Poland, and Romania, respectively. At the beginning of 2005, FSO began marketing the Matisse under their own brand. The Chevrolet Matisse were briefly marketed as the Chevrolet Spark in the UK. The fourth generation was marketed in most of Europe as the Opel Karl and as the Vauxhall Viva in the UK until both were discontinued in 2019. See, Americas, Africa, Middle East, and Australia. Let's see, sales. All the different sales on the car. See also notes, references, external links. Australia, within Australia and New Zealand, the Holden Spark was sold through Holden. Sales commenced in February 2016 with two specifications launched. The LS was the base specification, which features steel wheels, central locking, as well as Holden's MyLink infotainment system. Building upon the LS, the LT adds 15-inch alloy wheels, keyless entry, and a rear-view camera. With light car sales sliding in Australia, Holden announced in April 2018 that they would discontinue the Spark in Australia, although it continued to be sold in New Zealand until the demise of the Holden brand in 2022. Middle East and Iran, the Matisse was produced, first imported, and later assembled and known as Daewoo Matisse. In Israel, UMI Universal Motors Israel announced on January 18, 2011, the marketing commencement of the 1.2L Chevrolet Spark model. Africa, South Africa, General Motors South Africa GMSA announced on October 2, 2010, plans to manufacture the new Chevrolet Spark at its Port Elizabeth plant. The second generation Spark is still sold, though branded as a Spark Light. In Canada, the Spark has been marketed as the country's least expensive new car from the 2016 model year, with a starting price of $9,998. For that price, the base Spark does not include air conditioning and comes with a manual transmission. Wow. It competed with the similarly priced Nissan Micra until that car's discontinuation in Canada as of the 2019 model year. I'm just going all over the place in different orders. So, did I read Europe already? Okay, so this is America. So, in Mexico, the Matisse was introduced to the market in 2003. The 2006 model was renamed to Pontiac Matisse G2. It was also sold as Pontiac Matisse and Pontiac G2. The Pontiac G2 was discontinued in Mexico after a short run of 2010 models as the brand was closed by General Motors. The new version was officially launched as the Chevrolet Spark in August 2010, and the Matisse continues to be sold alongside the Spark. An M300 base vehicle is currently in production in Brazil as a replacement for the Chevrolet Celta. In Colombia, the Matisse was imported by Daewoo distributors between 2002 and 2005, and then GM Motors began to assemble and sell it branded as Chevrolet Spark. In 2006, a taxi version called 724 was launched. In Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Honduras, Panama, Uruguay, and Venezuela, it is sold as a Chevrolet Spark. In Argentina, the first generation was sold as the Daewoo Matisse through Daewoo importers. The second generation was sold as Chevrolet Spark through Chevrolet dealers. Since 2011, the third generation is available in Chile, Ecuador, and Peru. The former version is sold as the Chevrolet Spark, and the latest version as the Chevrolet Spark GT. In Paraguay, it was initially sold as Daewoo Matisse, but from 2008, it is sold through Chevrolet dealers. In North America, the Spark was initially marketed in 3 trim levels: 1LS, 1LT, and 2LT, as well as the EV. 1LS, 1LT, and 2LT, as well as the EV. In Canada, the Spark has been marketed as the country's least expensive new car from the 2016 model year, with a starting price of $9,988. For that price, the base Spark does not include air conditioning and comes with a manual transmission. It competed with the similarly priced Nissan Micra until that car's discontinuation in Canada as of the 2019 model year. So there you have it as far as on the Spark. As far as getting some numbers on it, notes. That's just again sales. But I was speaking on as far as what performance numbers. Read on this discontinuation as of this year. Yeah, that's what I was saying. There wasn't really much else to go on about it. To get the pricing, they prices is ranges. They have different ranges from 13,600 to 13,990 on a 2015 Spark. 2019, 16,509, 16,590, 17,990. Up in those ranges. So yeah, that's it, y'all. From my channel to your channel. Salute. Oh wait. MSRP, miles per gallon up to 30, a city, 38 highway. Horsepower, it has 98 horsepower, but the engine was 1.4 L 4-cylinder. More specs. Let's see, come on, cylinder. Trying to get cylinder, show less. Reviews, overview. Yeah, more specs. Dimensions 143L at 6.3 with transmission, like I said, a continuous variable transmission, 5-speed manual. I had an automatic, so drive line, front wheel drive. Seating capacity, yes, up to 4. And that's it for my channel. Full type, gasoline, obviously. Yeah. From my channel to your channel. Salute.
Gulfstream Entertainment, Michael Carter Studios and Productions.
Oh yeah, if you enjoy my channel and video, check out these channels and videos.